On 2-0 though. Evos has been in this position in M1. They actually came back from a 3-1 lead against Evos Legends, just like what Cleveland Cavaliers did to Golden State Warriors, but Jana Cutie read that perfectly.
Ooh. Did Dreams get it? I believe it is back to a best of one, Arashi. That 2-0 lead, gone. Just like that.
Everything on the line right here. And it's looking scary because honestly, nothing crazy has changed. No drastic measures have been taken for both these teams, and they're just attempting to try and iron out the simple mistakes, betting on that to win them the game. Man, so intense right now.
Speaking about down 2-0 though, Evos has been in this position in M1. They actually came back from a 3-1 lead against Evos Legends, just like what Cleveland Cavaliers did to Golden State Warriors, but Jana Cutie read that perfectly.
Ooh. Did Dreams get it? I believe Dreams did get it.
Wait, did he?
Yeah. It seems like he didn't to me, but
he actually used the
you wouldn't know.
retry. Oh wow.
Trying to do some damage.
I'll try to look at it in the replay because again, these little things are really going to build up, especially considering Geek Slate are in a position where the reverse sweep is possible. Their mental state is in question. A flicker by Beloy early on. These little dubs for Evos in the early game.
Dreams.
Are gonna be massive Dreams.
That's a swag move. Oh, wow.
Super intelligent by Dreams. If he lands this hook, it's a tilted Geek Slate. Jadera brought back Brands, dealing some damage. He's still gonna be able to last hit here. No, he doesn't. He doesn't get the last hit.
Dreams just showing Beloyski. This is how you actually play the Franco, my guy. But the Grog pick is very, very weird at this point, to be honest. I feel like it's just a comfort pick. As you said, Arashi, it's better to
steal it.
Oh, wow, okay. So it's interesting, but total take, Beloyski definitely has something in mind. The wall charge is going to be a very useful tool for him to utilize in this team fight. Apoy already has the real collision also.
Only that though, will that be enough? Because for the side of Evos, a lot more crowd control and the engagement Psychots goes through.
King's calling onto a boy, a lot of damage placed down as a boy is trying to run away, but the mobility field will not do it. Dwarf Beloy with a 3-man wild charge, no more follow-up. Both teams disengaging. Geek Slate still with some pressure to place down, but Taz definitely with more resources. Both Retribution still up. Luke putting some damage down onto Taz. He decides to reset it. Hook comes down. Not connecting onto Luke, but look at Hijume picking up some hits onto the turret shield.
Brands is rotating, so this is going to be a 5v4 for Evos Legends.
Luke again jumping back and forth, trying to buy some time right now as he pops into the electrifying beats to zone them away right now, but it's going to be Beloy who gets hooked. First blood, 2 kills over to Evos Legends, and it's a kill onto Brands. Meanwhile, Jana secures the turtle, gets out with the puncture. But again, it's a 1,000 gold lead for Evos Legends. They're going up top. Chidera, I think he might have stayed a bit too long. Dreams has the Bloody Hunt. He's waiting for Hijume. He pops into Bloody Hunt. Hijume now following it up now with a hook as well. Chidera has fallen. Evos with a 1.4 thousand gold lead on track for that reverse sweep.
A lot of small mistakes by Geek Slate, but it's gonna be very costly if it keeps piling up like this. Dreams looking for the next opportunity, already being so much more aggressive because he knows, right? The counter engage is so limited as Beloyski goes. They might try and go for it. Wild charge will be able to secure it, but the counter.
Another wild charge, the Mirror's Passion as well. The barrier not able to lock them down away from that escape. Brands!
Whoa!
Oh my goodness gracious,
my lord.
That was close.
Okay, so Brands with that up perfectly, but fortunately didn't get it done. Misses by 2 inches there, almost like getting it done, but
You would know.
right now, I was gonna say that, but Geek Slate, I can sense some desperation. I can sense some, they kind of feel restless in a way, like they're not playing like they used to be. It makes sense, right? They lose 2 games in a row, and right now their momentum is not there. It's Evos Legends' game to take.
I feel like they're just losing out in the drafts, man. At this point, during the Lord dances, where Geek Slate has been so dominant, they're gonna just wait for an Iron Hook. They're gonna wait for a taunt from the Fredrin. Now Jana Cutie goes for Taz, but he'll get zoned away by that Bandit's Rage. As I was saying, so much more crowd control, so many more engaged tools, 2 hooks in the hands of Evos Legends. So if Geek Slate doesn't go all in like this, then Evos Legends are the one that can actually get the advantage.
I think they have to utilize Luke. Like, you clear the lane as fast as possible. You enter the team fight in the mid lane, in the top lane when your gold lane is there. So make it a 5v4, make it a 4v3. So using that mobility to perfection. this point, though, it doesn't seem that way, to be honest. Look, still a 0-1 or no contribution just yet in any team fights.
I mean, on the bright side, though, for Geek Slate, if they can get a very messy fight where everyone is on their own, technically, Kadera on the carry has a lot more independence, depending on the situation. But now, Turtle getting pushed, get taken by Taz.
Beautiful King's calling there. There's no way. Free Turtle boy. In the midst right there. The render shot not connecting, but Hijime says, I will take that real world inflation and I'll take that kill. Luke now jumping, but he's going to be gunned down. He pops the vengeance.
It's overextending way too much on the hero that is not as survivable. We've been saying this again and again. All 2 times Luke has been on the Joy, doesn't seem to be that effective. He doesn't seem to be that big menace, and he is making a lot of mistakes, and these are costly.
Look at the damage slowly but surely. The DPS building for Brands, who has a lead now on the render. Dreams with a punishing render shot connects onto a boy in the back.
Beloy, not much of a big boy anymore, just getting bursted down by 4. Dreams, though, so far in this game, you gotta say, like, he's been outplaying Beloy to the utmost potential. Like, this is a Franco that you actually plays the Franco the right way, and it's a roam camp, to be honest, in this game.
It's not about how you play the Franco, it's about what the Franco is going up against. No tanky member, they can take the Iron Hook, no Guardian's Bulwark to cancel it out.
Well, the first skill from Grok kind of works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can. Exactly what Evos Legends is doing. They're baiting it out because Beloyski needs to use it preemptively when he is looking for vision. So on the way out of his scouting trip is where the Iron Hook lands, and that is just denying Geek Slate any info. But look at his play; it might just work. Unfortunately, no.
It feels very desperate, the move right now that Geek Slate are trying to do. They're making the late game plays that Beloy likes to make, but very early on. Dreams. I mean, it's a good flank right now for Beloy.
Oh my god.
Beautiful read.
Wow. Oh, no. How could you read that?
Red out, Power Nature gets him out. 0, 2, and 1 in the scoreboard. Beloy still going to be able to escape, but Taz is putting some pressure down.
Look at Luke, man. He's behind, but he doesn't seem like a deadly presence. And there he is, going out to try and clear the waves, takes out Snipe, and what now? He's low and he does not have the same kind of regen. Evos, they're making the move.
Real flicker.
Inflation pop down. That's going to be the Bloody Hunt as well. The Bandit's Rage, everything, and even the Red Trade goes to Taz. Oh boy, now it's going to be Brands flickering forward. If he was bashing, oh my goodness, almost takes him down. But it might just be a mistake right now as that's going to be Luke onto the back line, finding a kill. In redemption, Chadera buys the golden staff as well. The mid lane turret going to be targeted by Jana QT, who's looking for a trade desperately in this game.
That can happen, man. That cannot happen. You have all the members of Evos Legends on the other side. You have to execute your retry. There's no threat at all on you, Jana QT, but is that thoughts? Just beautiful, beautiful timing on the retribution. All the W's in that fight, Evos takes it.
I mean, Taz, one of the best junglers in Indonesia right here. His retributions have always been solid, and he's proving it here yet again. When he's not 5 levels behind, he can get his retributions done. But in true Geek fashion, they are getting more pressure around the map, going for the objectives, the turrets, trying to go for a split push kind of, because technically they do have 2 assassins. This is one of the only advantages they have over Evos Legends.
Not gonna lie though, the gold lead is not really that much. I expect them to be much more, especially with that turtle take just now. But oh wow, 2 at the same time. Okay, I can see why you're worried about Power Nature, Rashi.
Exactly, it's limited. Now he's using it again. Fortunately, it's still available in Geek Slate. They're trying to zone away, get out from all those situations. Looking at the items though, Luke, not tanky at all, but he has some damage available. And for a boy, so far it's only utility. Until the glowing one is built up, he will not be that big of a threat as Jana goes into 4 people!
No King's calling. That's the wild charge as well, connecting as Luke jumps in, but he's going to be caught in the taunt right now. Dreams looking for the Iron Hook. A boy going to be able to push some damage down to poke them down. Appraiser's Wrath and the render shot not connecting. Geek Slate still in this game. 1,000 gold lead only for Evos Legends. The Lord has spawned in the land of Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's getting exciting.
Oof. Definitely getting exciting, but Jana QT just going into the 5 people watch there.
Yeah, he doesn't
funny,
care.
But good reaction. Toss definitely has the better advantage in terms of zoning people out with the tons of CC, and Dreams and Psychots also just pretty much, you can pretty much throw anything and hope it lands at this point, you know?
Ooh, Power of Nature denies a lot of the engages here. Luke has been able to push the wave up, but look at that. Janna gets pulled in.
Locking him down right now, but Janna's still going to be able to escape with a puncture. Joy already cleared out that top side with the mobility. Dream's going to be caught in the midst of it all right now as the burst comes down. Tadera looking for a one final hit, finds the kill. Bennett's Rage onto a boy with a hook from Psychots, takes him down. Mid lane for Roamer. Worth it for Evos Legends, still having their damage dealers up and ready. Brands clearing out that bottom lane as the Lord will be utilized right now, but that's going to be Luke jumping in once again, forcing the flicker out. A massive resource burnt out for both XP and gold. Hijime in the front, going back onto Tadera and Psychots. Flickers forward, looking for it right now as Brands is able to dish some damage out, but Luke gets the damage done. Janna and Taz, this is it once again. The Red Tree battle, it's gonna favor Taz again.
That's a weird Phantom execution, man. I think you should have done the Thorn Wars, but I feel like it's on cooldown. If it's already there, I think it's for sure it's gonna be the Thorn Wars, but instead, Dream's just being a menace in the gold lane, in the jungle area.
There's just such a crazy plays happening right here, but in the moment of truth, Taz is still the one that got it done. With that Lord advantage right here, Evos Legends, they can deny all the trades that Geekset has been taking. It's a bit of a similar situation from game number 3. Now they're gonna try and clear the Lord, but Evos Legends can land a big hook. Could be dangerous.
Remember, 2 hooks from Evos Legends Psychots, and wow, the long-range presence, the long-range threat from Evos is just insane, man. The hooks, the Renner Apathy, even the Nibiru's Passion, and also the Bennett's Rage. A lot of options to actually pick. This time, they're gonna utilize it to take the mid lane turret. No.
Not just yet. And later on in the fight, maybe, right? A weakness we've been able to spot. Oh my god, no way!
He catches Beloy. The Renner shot onto Luke as well. To add salt to the wound, Luke taken very low by another Renner shot. Evos Legends, 4,000 gold lead. Rashi Sheffin, it's looking bleak for Geek Slate.
Very, very intelligent though. The fact that he waited for Poloisky to use the sentry, just read that out perfectly. Poloisky didn't know that Dreams was there, but yeah, this guy is intelligent. No wonder they picked him.
That's crazy, man. Evos Legends right now locking Geek Slate into their own base. The only real weakness we saw is the fact that in the big team fight, Brands does get left alone quite a bit. And if you look at it, there's both physical and magical damage available if Luke and Janna QD jump towards him at the same time. That could be something that Geek Slate can use, but they need to catch up on gold first. If they make that play with a 5k gold deficit, it might be too difficult as the hook lands again!
Beloy able to flicker out right now as the RWM gets placed down onto a boy who's going to be able to actually respond to it now. There's going to be damage coming down. Hijime going to be able to flicker out right there, but Janna QT with a bloody retribution gets out. Pulled back into the King's Calling. A ball. Carry, recalling. Janna in the midst of it all, taunted off. It's a double for Brands. He's looking for more. Onto Janna QT now, who has a Thorn Rose, who is able to get away for a bit, but it's one by one. A maniac Brands is looking for the Savage. He doesn't get the final few shots. 4 for 1 for Evos. No mini waves to play with. Luckily for Geek Slate, but it might still be the end. 6 seconds for Beloy. It won't be the end.
They'll try to take the mid turret down here. Without Beloy and the crew, only one person here, Chidera, trying to defend it, but oh, Evos. Okay, you actually get it.
Oh, Beloy wants compensation so bad, but it's just a bit too dangerous here. And look at that. Once the frontline members guard around Brands, instantly he is just no longer a viable target. That fight was so close, but Brands was able to maneuver around all that damage and even picking up a nifty maniac in the midst of all that. Geek Slate, they need to go in at the same time. Funneling in one by one like that will only spell disaster. With a 6k gold deficit now, they are forced to try and contest this Lord.
Remember, Chidera is on a sprint, so Dreams, if he wants to, just can go flickering in with the Bloody Hunt, but you can see Poloisky just owning that bush.
Look at Beloy.
Yeah. But will this come through though?
That's a big question right now. It's a desperate play. Janna zoned away, Psychot to the King's Calling. Dreams with the Iron Hook and the Bloody Hunt. Brands all open, he gets stunned up, but Chidera now is going to be able to take him down. Brands is taken low. Brands still able to survive in the midst of it all, but he's going to get taken down in the end with Taz taking the trajectory. Once again, a boy in Chidera
Chidera popping off.
is able to dish out some damage. Psychon's melted down by Chidera, who's still in the midst of it all. Jumping forward once again with the Immortality Pop. Psychon's gonna be able to get the hook down, but a boy finds the kill. It's a 3 for 2. Enhanced Lord over to Evos.
The
Wow.
flanking comes through, Rashi.
The flank, like we always talked about, for Geek Slate comes through and they were finally able to isolate Brands right there. Even though Janakiri got picked off so early in the middle of that fight, it doesn't matter. They find it, and might be the chance, this might be the pattern that they can identify and look to try and emulate in the next upcoming fights. With the Lord out of the picture for now, let's take a look at the instant replay right here. It's all set up by Beloyski, coming in together with Kadera. They go in with the wild charge, they instantly take out Hijume, taking out the burst damage threat initially, and then just put their eyes onto Brands, sending Luke after him. No defensive items available just yet. That was such a huge moment for Geek Slate. Might be exactly what they need to try and turn this franchise around.
Is it too late though?
Maybe not. But
Considering they have a Yve and a carry, I feel like the late game threat is definitely still present, but it's so difficult because they're up against so many more engage tools from Evos Legends. Let's take a look at the items right here. Almost a full item build for Kadera on the carry with the Wind of Nature for good measure. And on the flip side, for Brands, actually, he has the Rose Gold Meteor, a very smart build, giving him a bit more shielding, giving him a bit more sustainability, denying Luke that easy pick, but he does not have a Wind of Nature. That could be a problem the longer the game goes.
not gonna lie, is this just me or do I not know how to build? But Luke is not going for plate armor, especially against a Beatrix. This is kind of weird, to be honest. So he doesn't want to go for the bounce damage. Instead, he wants to kind of nerf or kind of debuff the attack speed from Beatrix. Interesting approach, but let's see if it comes through. But in that fight earlier, Luke was this close to actually...
Very close.
Yeah. If the first kill is not there, he would have died.
It's all down to the wire, man. The best of matches are settled in those very small moments. And this is no exception. 17 to 18 right now. Geek Slate is definitely in the better spot, but they still have to deal with all these different hooks, all these different frontliners on the side of Evos. They lose their purple buff as well. It's a weird formation here. They keep sending Beloyski together with Chidera. Like it's a duo, a dynamic duo kind of play. It worked out once, but I wonder if they can replicate the same kind of success repeatedly.
Exactly, especially considering here that Brands, again, has no defensive item aside from the Rose Gold. It's possible, Rashi. Because the thing is about the carry, you can't build a Wind of Nature, right? 2 damage.
Right.
Technically you can, but you can just... Not all the damage will be tanked by that Wind of Nature, but you can see their Dreams just eyeing a weak lane pickoff towards Luke, presumably, without the plate armor, so Vengeance will not help him much, but
Oh my god.
might be a good flank here. It's a flank battle.
Oh, Brands and Dreams looking for the hook right now. Luke, not going to be hooked. A boy, oh, Purify.
All 5 already there.
To get him out. Let's see if Geek Slate realizes that the Marksman and the Roamer is missing.
I think Beloy's gonna read it.
Beloy reading it out. Now with the Power of Nature, reads it out. Brands, that's gonna be the Conceal as well. They are trying their best to force it out, but the Conceal comes through from the side of Evos Legends as well. Beautiful reads from both of these teams. High-level gameplay. Oh! It's gonna be Dreams, who brings Beloy back to the team right now. Immortality is right there. Chidera gonna be able to free hit right now with the RWM as the Wild Charge connects out the 3 members. Taz losing Immortality. Luke in the midst of it all right now. Getting some damage. They'll try flying beats with Vengeance as well. Taz jumping on, the hook landing. Luke buying a lot of time, but no one is there to follow it up. Psychos with a flicker. Chidera not able to do anything with the sprint. He tries to disengage. Now onto Dreams, dashing away. Geek Slate will concede an Evolved Lord.
See what I mean? Imagine if there's plate armor there. Brands would have been taken care of quite easy, but he goes for a dominant ice instead. But this time, Evos Legends will take the Lord no problem at all.
Free Lord for Evos Legends. It all began with the Iron Hook from Dreams, man. The setup on the top side was done. We've seen it in the previous games. The slow push that Geek Slate was going to use to settle that late game Lord dance, but Evos Legends, they learn from their mistakes. They engage the fight directly, knowing that they don't want to give Geek Slate the time to try and outmaneuver them like that. Now with a full item slot, with a Wind of Nature on top of the Rose Gold, Brands is ready for the next fight. can see defensive respect items being built for Hijime, even with the Blood Wings and the Mincetar. You can see that Psychots also has the Blood Wings, the Queen's Wings.
They're going with the Evolved Lord. They do not want to utilize the other waves right now, utilizing the damage reduction. Real world manipulation popped in to clear out of the Lord, and it does really well. But the bottom lane will be sieged down by Brands with that Renner shot. Evos Legend still very well in the lead. Oof, a good Renner shot threading the needle onto a boy, but he is very close to the base. He can just walk back. Another hook, not connecting. Power of Nature as well, popped in by Beloy. Geek Slate looking to defend.
This is a hard comp to defend, man. There's a lot of hooking potential there. And Poloski is still, oh my goodness, almost there. Dreams catching Poloski once again.
They have to try and punish once they have a chance like this. Once the hooks are on cooldown, that means that that hero doesn't really do anything if you jump on them. So that's a small window they can try and take advantage of. But with so many hooks, they can just cycle it and, you know, just cycle the cooldowns one by one and ensure that at any point, one hook is always available.
Whoa, what?
Moment like this, though, this could be the chance they can use to try and go for a fight. Beloy seems to be intent on going for it. But no, his team won't be able to follow up and go for a catch.
You do have a point though, Rashi, but the thing is there's also King's Calling. Once you go in, it's a kill zone for Evos there. So once you go in, it's Janna, Cutie, Luke. A lot of dash heroes, right? It's gonna get punished real easy when you have a Beatrix too in the late game. It's gonna make your life harder and harder. You can see here, Psychos actually pulled off a Rose Gold Meteor. Interesting itemization there.
They're all really respecting a boy and Luke's damage here. And again, they kind of took your advice here, Chefin. They didn't go for the Blade Armor onto the Joy, but Beloy did pick up the Blade Armor himself. So that's a little bit more, I guess, a little bit more of a fight that they could give towards the Beatrix. But I agree, honestly, in this kind of situation, especially because there's a King's Calling, Luke definitely would find a bit more value with that Blade Armor. Close. It's very, very close. And the fact that they have two hooks to play with is massive, and there you go. That's the hook connecting. That's the King's Calling and the Bloody Hunt. Look at the timing of that play. 15 seconds for the Evolved Lord. And Beloy, 9th death this game.
I think they have to gamble. I really do think so, because this is really not an easy comp to actually defend. You have a lot of range threat, but actually Evos trying to get the top lane as well as the Lord. They know that they can do both. Why just do one?
Ooh, here we go.
RWM once again. Luke gonna be able, pops the Vengeance without jumping in onto Brands. A massive resource burn now. Purify though from a boy. Now poking them down, but another hook comes down. Bloody Hunt as well. He sells an item for the immortality. They're diving into the backline with a Winter Truncheon bought as well by a boy. Buying so much time, but in the end, it's gonna be Dreams with the Iron Hook Flicker combo. Jandera with Winter Nature buys a bit of time, buys the immortality. But in the end will fall. Luke as well with the immortality. This is where it ends. The miracle run. Geek Slate. The Cinderella story. Beloy with the wild charge. Now the two Filipino imports lead out. But Brands will be able to survive. Healing and buying the immortality in time.
Oh my God!
Shutdown to buy some more time. 20 seconds on the death timers. No way. They have saved Geek Slate. But will they be able to prolong it once again with two more waves crashing in? Janna caught in the Bloody Hunt, now taken down. Taz on the base, 13 seconds on a boy. Beloy buying as much time as he possibly can with the barriers, delaying. It's so much for a boy.
A boy for a second.
Who can respawn? The mini waves are crashing in. Beloy are still holding it up. A boy is here. RWM.
GG.
Mini waves not there. Geek Slate Cinderella story will be ended, and Evos Legends will prevail.
My goodness. Reverse sweep. Geek Slate blew a 2-0 lead, a clean 2-0 lead, but my goodness, we have to appreciate what they've done, man. Like, 4